this there. Post this. Here, this. Here, this. Is this one? Yeah. I'm not doing any gaming, but I'm still going live. Alright, let me arrange this to go down there in a minute. What I'm gonna go here. Copy. Oh wait. Yeah, I got to no. Not there. There. Compilation. I don't want other people reacting to TikTok. I want a long one.
Man, I'm excited. I just went to the mailbox and guess what I got? Not one, not two, but 3 bags of mood gummies.
The poltergeist goes the extra mile, ramping up the water bill and engaging in kitchen renovations.
Do you believe in guardian angels?
This one first. Alright. Okie dokie. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize my starting soon was still up. So, as I stated, I'm doing something different. I am reacting to spooky TikToks, or just video clips in general. This first set is scariest clips of the year. The second one, if I'm live that long, because this one's an hour and a half long. The second one is also an hour and a half long, but this one says it's scariest TikTok videos best of 2022. So we're gonna watch this one first and then the other one. And I believe, one second. Yeah, they're about 2 different people.
A child is woken up late at night and does something that has left its parents completely disturbed. This footage was taken in the middle of the night when all of a sudden this happens.
Before, but I'm not sure. That is scary.
Somehow, the child maintains a perfect balance as it reaches out towards something. Viewers believe that it's reaching out to a paranormal entity inside the room. Whether it's malicious or not is unknown, but given the situation the child is in, some believe that a sinister presence was responsible for the child's behavior.
I can believe
Although
that.
we don't know for sure if it's something paranormal, the piercing scream of the child is without a doubt pretty chilling. Not much else is known about the video,
The piercing
but the
scream
footage
of the
itself
child,
is enough for us
and
to
then
know
the
that what
fact-
happened that night.
The fact that that child kept perfect balance. That child looks to be a year old, tops, year and a half maybe. They don't have very good balance because that's around the time they're just learning to walk. They fall a lot because they don't have the best balance. But how that child is standing perfectly, and if you look, let me move my cursor so, oh no, it won't go away like that. Anyways, but I'm gonna full screen this so I can keep my mouse still, and it should, no, it's not going. Anyways, right down here, right here, look at the baby's toes. I'm just noticing this as I paused it. The baby's toes are curled around the edge of this crib, as if a bird, like, holding on is the best way I can word it. That's pretty spooky.
Is beyond strange.
Is the way he just keeps a perfect balance. Like, the only part of him that moves is from the torso up.
A man is
Or the
woken up
belly.
by a mysterious noise when something very strange is caught on camera. This video was posted about 9 months ago, and the person who recorded this says that while spending the night at his aunt's house, which is very old, unusual events took place. This is the video he took.
Still hear noises. Jesus Christ. I hear knocking again.
The fuck? That doesn't sound like ghostly knocks. That sounds like someone knocking on his front door.
A child's voice is heard close to the camera. In a frantic motion,
say
the person
he
recording
was
fled from the
killed?
room and headed straight to his car upon hearing whispers coming out of nowhere. Not much else is known about the video, which makes it even more mysterious. But even without it, the encounter itself is scary alone. A security guard named Simon Lockhart works the night shift at a hotel. The hotel is believed to be haunted, as there have been multiple reports of paranormal sightings. One night, while being on duty, Simon checks on a noise that seems to be coming from an attic space inside the hotel. He goes in and encounters something pretty strange. Watch.
I'm over at the restaurant right now that's connected to our hotel. The door's been wide open. And they said they've seen lights going on and off in here. This is the attic area. Very, very narrow stairs. I just smashed my head on this freaking pipe. Hello?
Oh,
my-
I heard that clear as day. Something told him to get out. I am
There's no one
partially
here.
hard of
There's no
hearing,
one here.
but
Nope. Nope. Okay. Okay.
I
I'm
have
out. I'm out. Okay. Just leave me
a
alone.
lot of
Simon was immediately rushed to the
my
hospital after
volume
falling
really
from the
loud.
attic. He says that an unseen force had tugged on his shirt, but has no clue as to what exactly touched him. Even more strange is that before the so-called accident, he heard a clear voice say "get out" as soon as he entered the attic.
that's
Viewers
the
believe
attic.
that a spirit
thought
dwells
that was the
inside and was
basement.
upset with Simon for coming in. Simon agrees, as the attack was similar to that of someone who encounters a trespasser. This video was taken over a year ago, and it seems that paranormal activity still occurs at this hotel. Yet, out of all paranormal experiences Simon has had, this one has got to be the scariest.
Good to see you, Chris.
Thanks.
Sick of all the
Oh,
ads
frickin'
like this
ads,
one?
man.
Just head to adskiller.com, click on Activate Now, add ad.
I need
This
to get
next
you
video
some
comes from a
premium so I
man
don't have
named
to worry about
Randown
ads.
Costa, who was woken up by a strange noise outside his room.
Let's
He
see what this
proceeds to
is
take
about.
out his phone and record the strange event. But what he
Randy, why don't you
captures
quickly lay
leaves him
down?
deeply unsettled. Now, according to
No,
Brandown,
ma'am.
he had played with the
Put the
Ouija board a
tablet
few
down.
days before. Because of this, he believes that
Come
what
here.
happened that night was paranormal in nature. All in all, this incident has
This is
spooked
why
him
you
to his
don't
core.
touch a Ouija board. Or as my Phasmophobia friends call it, a wee-wee board. I've started calling it the wee-wee board. Just because I think it's freaking hilarious. Right. That is not very clear. Let me try this again. I'm trying to get a clear pause on this. Oh, yep, it's there as soon as he opens the door. I see whatever it is right here on this edge. That's clearly a child's face. You can see the hair here. Eyes there. Part of a nose right here. And then there's the mouth. But it's just a head. There's no body to it. And then it disappears. That is a tiny stove and oven. Why do I think that door's gonna slam shut over there? I called it. I fucking
Eerily
called
enough, a face can be seen peeping at Brandown before disappearing from sight. But, scariest of all, the bedroom door suddenly closes on its own. Given that Brandown had played with the Ouija board before
This
this,
is why you
viewers
don't
aren't
touch a Ouija
surprised
board,
that this
guys.
happened. But still,
Don't do
what
that.
he encountered is absolutely
Spirit
terrifying.
boxes, I find okay. Spirit talker apps on your phone,
This next video has
Sure.
very little
It's not much of a
information,
Ouija
but
board.
it still speaks
or
for
some in the
itself.
circle.
A child is seen
Isn't it?
sleeping in their crib when all of a sudden, something pretty creepy is caught on camera. It's worth noting that this incident took place at exactly 3:33 a.m., which many people believe means
the
something,
devil's, the witch's
whether
hour.
it signifies something good or bad. The
Devil's
incident
hour or
itself
the
is pretty
witch's hour,
strange.
depending on
The
what you
child is
believe in.
sleeping when this happens.
Sorry, not witch's hour, witching hour. Had to correct myself there. Hmm? I didn't notice it. Hold on. That didn't look like the crib shake. It's whatever their camera's on is shaking. Because you see, the bars never move. It's the camera that moves. So maybe it's the stand that the crib is on that moved. Because unless the camera's attached to the crib, and
For
that's
some
why you didn't
mysterious
see the
reason,
bars
the
move.
child wakes up and then quickly stands before
But that's
staring at
weird.
something in the room.
It shook,
They stare at whatever it is that's in the dark.
and then the
When
baby
seconds
instantly
later,
lays
a
down and goes
toy
back to sleep.
or some sort of music box goes off by itself. Then, without warning, the crib shakes on its own. No other information is given on this video, and the original source is
I don't
unknown,
understand.
but I'll leave it to you to come up with your own conclusions on this footage.
I don't know what to think of that one.
The following footage was shot by someone who in the video seems to be taking in the view of the river before them. All appears to be normal, until the camera catches something in the distance. Upon zooming in, it becomes apparent that whatever was caught on camera had most likely ruined the mood of the person recording. Now there isn't that much info on the clip, but it still speaks for itself.
It's
This
so
is what was
blurry.
captured.
Domingo, curtindo uma cachoeira em Lice, Rio de Janeiro. Vitória visual na mata. melhor de
Who's that over
tudo.
there? Hold up. Is that part of the tree or a person? Right here. As the camera moves right here, it looks almost like a person.
Agora o melhor de tudo.
But that's apparently not what it's oh, there it is. Right here. This is probably what they were talking about. Because this, I saw move right before I paused it.
Muita água. Muita força.
Oh, no, it's right there. What?
Caraca! Uma coisa ali.
I am confused. Because I see that.
Caraca!
I swore the. I'll go back a little more.
Muita
I
água.
swore that thing right here moved.
Muita força.
Right about there. See? It looks like that moved, whatever it is. It's talking about this.
Uma coisa ali.
It's a shadow figure, a full-bodied
Apareceu um cara
shadow
ali
figure,
nessa
or full-bodied apparition.
água. Mozinho.
I've never seen one of those in one of these videos before. It's usually a head or, well, not that clear. Usually they're very blurry.
Ali, mozinho.
And it come back and disappeared again. What? That is so freaking cool. Sorry, I love the
Not too
paranormal
far from the
stuff.
camera, there seems to be someone or something bathing in the roaring rapids
Oh,
of
it's
the
on
river.
a phone.
After being splashed by countless river
That's not a
waves,
phone, it's
the
a video.
figure all of a sudden vanishes. It's as though the waves had washed away the shadowy form, but then suddenly it comes back for a split second before being taken away by the river again. Now, even if we don't know what the person behind the camera is saying, we can hear it in their voice how surprised they are by the strange figure in the distance. Unfortunately, the lack of info on this video makes it likely that we'll never know for sure who or what was seen. As with most videos found online, this next one has little to no information. It is still nonetheless very strange. Although not enough context is given on the clip, a viewer of the video comments that it came from someone who's been dealing with unusual occurrences at home. They
Alright.
placed the camera inside their bedroom to capture
Sorry,
the
I had
strange
to
events that
post
often happen
the
inside.
thing on Twitter to let
It
people
appears to be
know.
late at night when the following happens.
Let's
Watch.
see. Mhm. I gotta go back a little bit, hold on. So that thing. What I'm confused about is I thought from the way this looked that this was his arm. But it's not. It's a weird way part of the blanket is shaped, because if you watch when he jumps up, you can see that this part of this is still behind him as he goes to move. So it's pretty spooky. Watch, watch, watch. See, that wasn't his arm. You can watch as it moves. It's part of his blanket and sheet. Hey. The sheet under him moved. Watch. Watch. It goes from here down to here. Give it a second. Right when it picks him up, watch. See? Whatever it was went this way. So unless it could have been two things.
The
One
man
that
is
was
suddenly
holding him
lifted
up,
off the bed as
and
though
one
something's
that
pulling him
went
upwards from his
underneath.
feet. In a
Or
panic
it could
frenzy,
be
the
him
man scoots all the way
putting
over
air
to the
under
other
the
end of the
blanket as
bed,
well.
seemingly trying to make sense of what just happened. The video then cuts to black. The lack of a backstory to
That
this
is
video keeps it
spooky.
shrouded in mystery, making it a bit harder to know what
I've
exactly
seen
occurred.
people say this
But
happened to
what's
them.
your stance on
but
this? Real or not? I'll let you be the judge.
I mean, you can't tell if there's anything tied to his feet, like someone holding him up or not. So it's hard to tell with that one. But I've seen this happen. And some of my favorite YouTubers have showed where they got pulled, not like that. They got pulled out of their bed and stuff. So that's highly
Zoe
possible.
Bruno and her family live on a farm that they believe is haunted. Based on videos that Zoe has posted, viewers believe that it's not just haunted, but also cursed. In a recent video, Zoe shared that one of her pigs had given birth to a pair of baby pigs born with unusual deformities. Unfortunately, they were born dead. Now this was unlike anything the family has ever seen. Because of this, along with other strange occurrences, they believe that something very odd is happening on their farm. But then one night, something really terrifying was caught on camera. Zoe's sister was home alone when she heard weird noises coming from the pig stable outside. She began to record immediately. This is what was caught.
Hola chicos, estoy grabando este video porque mi papá y mi mamá se fueron a comprar una cosa en el almacén y mi hermano Seban está en la pieza, pero yo sentirlo alojado por acá. No sé qué está pasando, pero quiero tratar de grabar. ¡Ah! Miren eso.
Wait. Is that just a face? It is. It's a face of someone peeking at them around the corner, and you can see the eyes glowing. Actually, that looks too much like a human face.
If you look
Like
close
someone
enough,
purposely
you can
tried
see
to
what appears
scare
to be a
them.
face peeping from behind a wooden post. Whoever, or whatever this is
I don't
definitely
think that's
unsettling
an
to look
entity.
at.
I think that's an
Naturally,
actual person.
Zoe's sister
Now,
had
whether they
reacted
got
the way
cursed
she
or
did.
not cursed, possessed
She's
or
alive
not,
and well,
that's
but
different.
mentally, she is not okay, for what she'd seen in the stable has left her shaken up. Her family has no idea as to what she'd seen, but viewers seem to think that it was something supernatural.
I don't
Until
think so.
Zoe posts more footage, we won't know for sure what this was. Currently,
I think it
there
was
is yet to be an
someone that
update
could
on
have
this whole
possibly
incident.
been possessed and brought to the form kind of thing. Or one of the family members that were gone.
A man named Jacob lives in a house that
That's
he
just my
recently inherited
thoughts.
from his grandmother. Jacob isn't too sure if he wants the house, as it's out of shape and requires a lot of fixing. But after the following incident, it seems that he's already made up his mind. It's late at night when Jacob wakes up to a noise inside
I
his
could
bedroom.
not sleep with a jester
This
like that
is what he caught.
staring at me. That would creep me the fuck out. I'm okay with jesters and some clowns, but having one that big fucking sitting there staring at me? No bueno. No bueno. Did it open one of the doors? It... Bro? There's nothing in there. It could have... What? What the fuck was that? Wait. What is that? Because, like, all of this area here could just be a shadow of something and something shining. I went a little too far. Hold on. Back up again. Watch. Yeah, I'll show you. Because, see, you can even see some of the shadow there. Right there. See? Maybe it's just me seeing too much in person of paranormal stuff or whatnot, but look at that, 2 eyes, and looks like it has its tongue sticking out. I probably am wrong on this one, but I'm surprised I noticed something so small, but I don't think they noticed that, and I don't think that's what it was that was making the noise. I would have left the light on. Whoa! Wait, the jester has his head turned. The
A knocking
jester's
sound can be
fucking
heard
head
coming from
turned.
the closet. However,
He's more worried about the knocking noise than the giant jester that was facing
a
the
knocking
bed
sound can be heard
that
coming from the
turned
closet.
as he was in the closet.
However, when he checks inside, nothing is in there. But then,
That is
moments
freaking
later,
spooky.
loud banging can be heard from the other side of the room.
Oh, that's
Clearly,
what she's going
Jacob was spooked out of his mind. Yet something else happened that Jacob didn't realize until rewatching this video. At the start of the clip, the clown doll on top of the drawer can be seen
See?
staring at the bed.
See?
But then later, it is seen staring at the door.
See?
Ever
Oh,
since
don't
seeing
notice
this,
it.
Jacob has moved the doll downstairs to the living room. He states that it came alive that night and is glad that he caught evidence of it. Although pretty spooky, the video remains a mystery. But thanks to this incident, Jacob has made up his mind on whether or not he should keep the house. Overall though, what happened that night has left him beyond terrified.
I don't blame him. That would fucking creep me out too. The loud noises, the
To help
giant
celebrate the
jester
new year,
fucking
We're
turning
giving
its
away
head
this cross necklace
as
for free.
like
This is the
while
limited
you were within the little closet or crawl
When it
space
comes to
area.
videos on poltergeist activity, it seems that the
Oh.
most believable ones are those in which the video was initially recorded for a different reason. In this case, YouTuber Mowgli85 was recording the
Mowgli.
trailer
I
for the
saw
Simpsons
one of
movie
Mowgli's
from the
videos.
film's official website for the sole purpose of uploading the trailer to his channel. However, while videotaping the trailer, something pretty creepy happens.
Hmm? Door's open. What? Oh! But the door opened. Wait. That door was closed. Now the door's open. So door opened. Clothes falls down. Punching bag's moving now. You can see it rocking. And it's moving the chain up top. Like I said, that door was shut. I even rewind the video so you guys can see that door was shut. The door moved, then it knocked his clothes down, now it's messing with his punching bag. And then it just touched the trash can. I watched the trash can lid flip.
Out of nowhere,
He's like, nope.
things begin to move on their own. Now, after rewatching the video, viewers had pointed out that the Ouija board in the corner of the room might be the reason as to why all this is happening. According to Mowgli, he'd been playing with it prior to this incident.
Again, you
So,
don't mess with the
according to
Ouija board.
viewers, it makes sense that something like this would occur. But what do you think? Is this actual footage of something paranormal? Or is it simply a video that's been staged? There has yet to be a definitive answer to this question. The following video comes from James Fodder, who recently bought a doll from a secondhand store. Apparently, the doll is worth a lot more than what the store was selling it for. For this reason, James had bought the doll. However, ever since bringing it home, strange things have been happening. From hearing strange noises at night to seeing doors open and close on their own, James suspects that the doll might be responsible for the unusual activity. And so, he decides to record the doll in front of a camera inside an empty room. He hopes to capture footage of something that would prove it's haunted. Initially, nothing odd is captured in the first few days of recording, but then, one night, something very strange happens. Now the camera that he uses is programmed to move wherever it picks up movement, so if something moves, it will point to that object. We can see it doing that in this footage, but strangely, the camera pans around the room as though it's picking up movement from somewhere. This is what was captured. Could it be that the camera is detecting an unseen presence? Or is it just not functioning properly? Although it's likely that there's a problem with the camera, something really creepy happens 2 nights later inside the room, which has made him think that the camera was actually picking up something. James is away from home when the following happens. He writes, "Just wow, I've been leaving the closets open in case anyone thinks I'm hiding inside. I don't even know what to say." This is what was captured.
something on Discord. What was that? I saw a doll. As it pans to the doll, something rolled out of the bathroom. I saw that. It rolled from right here straight across. And then it looks at the wall.
Out of James's bathroom comes out what appears to be a dark, shapeless figure.
It wasn't
seems to dart
shapeless.
across the
It
floor
was
before disappearing
circular.
from sight. James believes that this may have been the apparition that was being picked up earlier by the camera. He also thinks that this
That
mysterious
also-
figure might be
My
attached to the doll.
webcam failed.
Ever
Hold on
since
a second,
then.
guys. I'm gonna pause this for a second. I hate when this happens. Not that button. There we go. Properties. Deactivate. Reactivate. And there we go. We're fixed. We're good. Alright.
He's been
Now I
filming
can
more
continue.
at
Sorry,
night.
I don't know how long that happened.
Little does
I
he
gotta
know
get me a
that
new
he'd be
webcam.
capturing something way more
But
terrifying than
when
this.
you get no views on
James is
anything,
sleeping in
you
his
get
room upstairs when the
no
following
views when you
happens.
go live on Twitch. So I can't afford a new webcam right now. It's not because I don't have enough active people, but if I had more active people, that would be more of an incentive for me to actually step up and get a new webcam. But when your streams are deader than a cemetery, it's like, what's the point of getting a new webcam right now when I really can't afford it? And what's the point when, you know, you have no views? I'm going to work with what I got for now. I could probably get a new one 2 months from now. So I got to deal with it shutting off for the next 2 months. Why is it for... Oh, wait. Whoa. I'm going to rewind quite a bit. It focused on the doll. No movements from the doll. Just shut. Okay, it goes that way. Comes back. Doll's head's in the same position. Camera moves. Camera got nudged a bit there. I saw that. Doll is looking down at her feet, and doll leans back. Something with the doll.
On camera, the doll moves on its own.
Oh, you see the feet.
It appears to move for just a few seconds before abruptly stopping. Feeling very unsettled, James posts the footage online to see if anyone could explain this video. It's not sure if he'll continue to hold on to this doll based on...
I'm one of those, I believe in a lot of stuff that other people don't believe in. I believe in the paranormal. I believe in life after death. I believe in reincarnation. Everyone believes in their own stuff. But what I'm thinking happened is if you watch this whole clip over, you notice that doll does not move at all until you see that orb, that shadow orb or whatever it was, go from the bathroom across the hall, and not long after that is when the doll started moving. So maybe that doll is possessed or occupied by an entity of some sort, and an entity of some sort got enough power that it needed to leave the doll, make all the noises that were going on, if there were any. I wasn't too sure. All I heard was the camera for the most part, and when the doll fell back, and then went back into the doll, and that's when she started moving. So that doll is definitely a haunted doll.
what occurred.
No ifs, ands, or
But
buts
it might
about
be
that one.
best if he keeps it locked up inside this room, as an occurrence like this definitely warrants it.
Sorry guys, my nose is so itchy.
This next video was submitted by Aaron Tipsy, who states that a friend of his had sent him a creepy video. In it, Aaron's friend can be seen sleeping inside their bedroom when something downright terrifying is captured.
What is that?
It's
laying
around
in his
midnight
bed?
when this.
What is this? Because if you look, I don't think it's a person, for the simple fact there's a lot of stuff missing here, stuff missing here. almost as if it's an apparition trying to be a full body, like trying to fully form into a
This
full
film.
body. I could be wrong. What the fuck? Hello?
What better way to induce insomnia than by watching a video like this? Now, it's worth mentioning that the same video can be found on TikTok. However, the context given for that video is different from the one that was submitted to me. Aaron states that his friend has no recollection of ever doing this in their sleep,
That is a
whereas
bit
the one on
creepy.
TikTok states that they were fully conscious when they did this. Whether conscious or not, the imagery of this video is still nonetheless pretty disturbing. All in all, this video is a great source of nightmare fuel. A salesman stays at a hotel and captures footage of something pretty
Sorry about that, guys.
disturbing.
I was
The
trying to
following
click
video
back on
comes
my
from a
YouTube.
salesman who was traveling overseas for a
Let's see.
business trip.
Let's see what this one's about.
Due to
guys.
travel restrictions affected by COVID, the salesman had self-quarantine for a total of 7
fine.
days. His self-quarantine took place at a hotel where he booked a room all for himself. But during the 7 days that he's there, something really creepy happens. On the second night of his quarantine, the salesman is talking to a friend via webcam when all of a sudden, this happens.
Look, look, look. What's this right here? Let me back up 10
To a friend via
seconds.
webcam
Look right there. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera. It
when
looks
all of
like
a sudden,
head.
this happens.
See, right where I said there's a head. It looks to be something there.
After checking to see who was knocking at his door, the salesman returns to his seat, seeming unfazed by the mysterious knocks. He chalks it up to a hotel employee who might have accidentally knocked on the wrong door. A few minutes pass, and the conversation between the two then segues to the topic of food served at the hotel. But as they continue to talk, something shakes up the salesman. It is at this moment when his friend thinks that a next-door neighbor is playing tricks on him. Yet the salesman isn't sure if anyone is occupying the rooms near him. His friend then jokes that the room he is in might be haunted. The salesman doesn't think much of this and decides to go to bed. However, later that night, he is woken up by someone knocking at his door. Though this time, he fails to capture anything on camera as the knocking stopped when he started recording. But he was now more determined than ever to catch whoever it was that was playing with him. The next day, as he waits patiently for the knocks to occur, this happens. Once again, there is no one at the door. He checks both ends of the hallway, but not a single person is in sight. It is at this point that the salesman questions his sanity. But just when things couldn't get any more creepy, something else happens that has left him completely spooked. The following night, he is woken up once again by mysterious knockings, but this time, something far more unexplainable happens.
Lily?
See, you never see the door to the right. So that makes me wonder. Wait, what? Those weren't open a second ago, were they? No, both doors were shut. So he opens his door, and when he opens his door, he must have let in whatever was outside. Because I just rewound. You see, I saw the bathroom door and the closet door were shut. And now they're open. What is that? Wait for it. What is this? Right here, there's 3 dots glowing. Almost like some type of 3-eyed figure. And look. Look. What is that? Okay, it's a glare from the shower. Never mind. It was a glare from the shower knobs, but still. That was creepy.
After checking again to find no one at the door, the salesman turns around and sees all doors inside open. Naturally, he was in total shock.
See,
he was now convinced that the room he had booked is actually haunted.
And then on the
Perhaps his friend was right after all.
right under
Something is inside this room.
In the shower,
it's what
it
happens
like
the following night though that leaves him beyond terrified. On the 6th night of his quarantine, he decides to use his PC camera to capture anything that may occur inside his room. The camera is left recording as he goes to bed, and to no surprise, he is woken up by someone knocking at his door. But as he walks over to the entrance, the salesman immediately notices something odd. The knocking doesn't appear to be coming from outside, but rather from inside his room.
In a little bit, baby. I don't know where my cookies are. A big bucket of cookies. I was gonna give you some cookies, but I don't know where the cookies went. Oh, my back itches. I'm kind of glad Tabby scratched up the chair because it works good as a back scratcher now. It feels really good. Yeah, look at all the holes she put in my chair. And look.
Upon opening the door, he finds no one there. The salesman is at a loss for words. He is now sure that whatever is going on is beyond explanation. Now, it's a good thing the salesman had set up a second camera, as the following incident would have gone unnoticed. During the time he's inside the bathroom, a bottle falls on its own. If you look closely, you can see the bottle move slowly towards the edge before falling over. Like with all occurrences, this one has left him baffled. Luckily though, the salesman won't be staying here any longer, as the next day will be the end of his...
Every time I see a water bottle like that fall, I always try to debunk it, because there's been a lot of people that proved falling of water bottles or any type of bottle, because it's not hard to get a clear string, and rig it up around things to where it falls in the direction you want it to fall, to make it look like something knocked it off of a shelf. It's not very hard to do.
Like with all occurrences, this one has left him baffled.
Maybe not.
Luckily though, the salesman won't be staying here any longer, as the next day will be the end of his quarantine. To this day, he can't think of anything that could explain what happened in that room. The salesman thinks that the room might be haunted, but like most videos, it's hard to be sure if that's the case. It's not certain if this whole incident was just a setup or actual paranormal evidence. Until it's made clear as to what exactly happened, you be the judge on whether or not something paranormal occurred. For more info on this video, you can check out the channel Fourth Wall, where other paranormal clips can be.
Alright, 1 second guys, I will be right back. Okay, guys. Back to business. Let's get
Found.
to this. Ooh, that smell.
In this next video, a man is hiking in a secluded forest when he stumbles upon a small house that seems to be abandoned. After hesitating at first, he later decides to get close to the property. What happens next is pretty terrifying. This is what he caught.
One second, guys. Favorite videos. Alright, give me 1 second, guys. 1 second, guys. There we go. My camera did it again, guys. 1 second. Oh, I swear to God, this camera. It's gonna be the death of me. Mind you, I have a... That didn't work. This one. And properties. Deactivate. 1, 2, 3. Activate. And... Haha. Perfect timing. I have another one, but the issue with that one is when I first got it and I plugged it into my computer, that's before my computer got its revamp. It completely crashed my computer. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 5. The first 4 times, I'm like, oh, maybe I'm not plugging it in right or in the right spot. Didn't matter whether I plugged it into the USB strip in the front of my computer, which has like, this is 2, 4, 6, 7. Oh, odd number. Anyways, OCD go burr. I hate odd numbers. Hold on. But yeah, it didn't matter where I plugged it in at. It would crash my computer. So there's that. What, Anna? Y'all don't have it plugged in all the way then.
Hey, did you call 911? I can't find my cat. You called 911 because you can't find your cat? And park the truck. What we got? She says she can't find her cat. What do we look like, the fire department? Was it like a normal cat? When's the last time you saw your cat? Boyfriend had it, and now I can't find it. Okay, so where's your mom's boyfriend now? He ran out when Dad got home. Did you say when your dad got home? Wait, when your dad got home? Fuck are you guys? I take it you're dad?
Yeah, why are you in my house?
Probably you can explain this. I'm gonna go to the truck. Hey, did you call? Hey guys.
Sorry guys, I was waiting for a getting hot. I was waiting for a TikTok that I made to post.
I'm looking at what the problem was. My volume was all the way muted.
You goober.
Was muted, Sanders. That's why I couldn't hear nothing.
I need my purse. Does anyone know where I put my purse on it? It's probably in the living room. Anywho, let's get back to the live stream. I'm just gonna be eating a muffin. Anyone from any of the Discords I'm in knows what type of muffin this is. For those who don't, it's a lemon poppy seed muffin. That's what I'm looking at as for now. I need my coffee because I know this is a little dry. Where's my other coffee? Hey! No ma'am! No ma'am! We're not having this. What are we looking at with this one? Bubba!
It appears that the house wasn't abandoned after all, yet it's unknown as to who, or even what, had been inside. Whether it was the owner of the house or something else, there's no denying that whoever, or whatever this was, has left the man completely disturbed. Maybe next time he'll think twice before entering a house in the middle of a forest.
Excuse me.
This next video comes from a man named Chris Hill, who you might recall from a previous
Buddy,
video.
come here.
From exploring abandoned places to seeing things that he can't explain, Chris has had his fair share of creepy occurrences, but his most recent exploration may just be the creepiest.
I need
Like
my...
most places, Chris visits an abandoned warehouse
Yes,
at an
you
undisclosed
can't have it.
location. Inside, there are plenty
in
of
the
empty
fridge, it
crates
should
lying
have a glass
around and
bottle of
lots of
coffee.
debris.
And my purse
Although
should be
mostly
in the living
empty,
room by the
he
chair.
can't help but feel a certain presence inside this building.
Because I gotta let
Small
Panda
critters
know
might
what
have made
time
this
I
place
have
their
court
home,
tomorrow.
but to Chris, it seems that something else
Alright,
is
well,
living
sending my
inside.
coffee out the fridge. No
Feeling a
problem.
little terrified, he searches all around and finds nothing. But here's where things start to get really creepy.
Yep, January 9th.
As Chris
10 a.m.
continues to explore the place, he finds a small staircase that leads him to the floor below. He takes it and finds a room with many doorways. One of them, however, leads to a narrow passage that seemingly has no end. Chris enters the passage, but immediately notices something strange.
Whoa. It's noticeably colder in here. What the hell? If you stand right here, it's kind of warm. Like normal temperature.
Whoa.
But as soon as you go in here, it gets cold. normal temperature.
Yeah, it is behind the gallon of milk.
Oh.
What is that? What is... I'm not seeing things this time. Looks like an 8-foot tall... Because... Back up some more.
Like normal temperature.
When he looks up. Right. Oh, it's not clear enough. Hold on.
Like normal temperature.
There. You can see it looks like a body with the waist that goes inward. So it could be a female. You can see the arms here. Shoulder here. Head here. And it's almost as if it's floating wherever it is.
It gets cold. That is creepy as hell. Whoa, that is weird. That is weird. Like, I'm not joking.
Milk is behind the Kool-Aid.
I know it was behind. Oh, it is nice and cold. Thank you.
Yucky coffee.
It's good coffee. The one I had yesterday wasn't good though. You can go back on your computer now.
Are you screaming?
Yes, I'm streaming. I'm reacting to spooky videos.
Chris has no idea as to why there's a sudden change in temperature upon entering inside.
Okay.
Confused and scared, he walks further into the passage, not sure where it would lead. He eventually arrives at an area that is more spacious and emptier. However, it is during this time when things take a dark turn. He goes in and sets up a few cameras before exploring the whole space. One camera in particular is an infrared camera that is able to record in real time. When he's done setting up all the cameras, he continues to explore the site, but unbeknownst to him, this is captured.
I feel something come out of that door on the left. A door on the left.
Still gotta go
Closer to the camera.
Did you hear that? That was loud.
Excuse me. Oh, what the fuck?
What was that?
What? Hold up. That, what the fuck? Back. Okay, see, his light is that way. A random light appears in that room area, and look. You see something form. Then as you look closer, it looks like a head and two hands peeking out of the side of the doorway. And see? Whole bunch of light in there, and then poof, the whole thing's gone. How was there light in there? It's not from his light. And that's when his camera freezes. Or it gets extremely blurry. Son! Chill. Good, zoom in. I want it to be zoomed in. Left side, right here. I called it. Watch, you're gonna see. Oh, there is something right there. Oh, I did not see that. Hold up, I gotta go all the way back now. Yep. It stopped. And then... There it goes. It touches him. He spins around. And I think that might have continued and went in there. Look. That's where it's lit up over here. So let me go back forward some.
What this could have been.
Here's the replay. I had to rewatch it for myself to see if I saw what was captured. And yes. See, you don't see it at this point. When they start to point the arrow. You don't notice it. Guys! You don't notice it until it gets right there. Right on him. It was a white shadow. And then that's when the light appears in this little room here. Watch, it's gonna re-show it. Look, there's a little light, or it's it forming. And look, you can see the head shape gets a little rounder, and it looks like there's a hand here, so it's like stretched out, holding itself once in a while. Hey, if you three don't stop, Plug her thing back
Had
in
it
now.
not been for the second camera, this would have been missed.
Okay.
A mist-like figure can be seen approaching Chris from a distance
Alright.
before reaching him. Eerily enough, Chris turns around as soon as the figure gets to him.
No.
And, as
I
if
want
that
you to
wasn't
get off
creepy
your
enough,
butt, find the
strange-like figure in
other
corner can
blocks,
be
because
seen
there were
peeping at
3
the
blocks
camera.
down there yesterday or day
Chris has
before.
no clue as to what this could have been, but viewers can't help but think that this might have been some supernatural creature that was spying on Chris. Whatever it might have been, he is certain that he won't be coming back to this place ever.
Hold up. When I first saw this, before the replay, before they zoomed into it, Son! Son! Boy, if you don't get your butt over here. Come here. Unplug my black charger from there because I got the white one here. Oh, you never did. Did you ever plug that block down there? Remember you had a black block. I told you to plug it in down here. Check.
I can't see because the lights off.
Well, put the light on.
Don't touch my computer.
Son, calm down, please. Yo, chill. Anywho, when I first saw this, I don't know how to show you. Okay, I'll put my coffee on top. It's not tall enough. Okay. It, something like this is the side of the wall. It almost looks like something doing this with its hand and its head like this. But when they zoom into it, it's actually the thing with its arms stretched. Don't judge me because of my arms. I lost a lot of weight. But arms stretched like this up against the edge of the wall. Which looks pretty cool, pretty creepy. Because it almost looks like an alien-esque type creature. Because its head isn't round in any form. It's almost oval or not rectangular, but oval shaped.
This. Whatever it might have been, he is certain that he won't be coming back to this place ever again.
Son!
With all that's happened,
Chill.
one can't help but ask, what exactly had been spying on Chris?
Jenny? Son!
This is the limited edition.
If you don't knock it off, you're going to be getting off your computer and be grounded.
High-quality steels that combined.
Understood?
You might recall from a previous video about a woman named
It's
Lauren
not funny,
Combs,
son.
who lives in a house in the middle of nowhere. Ever
Sorry,
since
guys,
moving in,
kids are just
she can't
being
shake the
kids
feeling
today.
that something is haunting her. Lauren tries her best to ignore this feeling, but there have been countless instances of her dog Luna seeing things that she can't, and many other strange
y'all stop?
occurrences that are thought to be paranormal in nature. Although most of these incidents are pretty spooky, it's the most recent video that was captured that is by far the most unsettling. It's close to midnight when the following takes place inside Lauren's living room. Lauren writes,
You were
"Ignoring
not
it is out of
looking
the question
forward.
now.
You're sitting in front of
I'm
your
just going to
computer.
document what I can and start to reach out to people that can come help. This
What?
is her footage.
You know what, Jenny? Put your tablet and your headphones up. Come sit in your bed.
I did nothing.
Jenny? Jenny, I said to come sit down for a minute. It's all I asked you to do. No reason for you to get cranky. Come here so he can look for your charger. Son, I'm trying to talk to her, please. Jenny. Come sit over here just for a few minutes so he can try to find the other charger block. So calm your butt down. Yeah, my charger block isn't up here. Found a white one the other day, but I don't know where I got it. But see, no, it's not in here. Hey.
Strangely, Lauren's dog
Son?
begins to whimper before an object falls on its own. It's almost as though her dog had sensed the strange activity that was about to ensue. Following that, a doorbell starts to go off on its own, but the footage outside shows no one at the door.
Children,
Now, as
chill.
many viewers have stated, opening the door may not have been a good idea, as according to them, whatever was ringing the doorbell is now inside the house.
Jenny?
Although it isn't sure if something
Son,
was let in,
you
the
stop?
following incident seems to suggest
Stop.
otherwise. It's 3 in the morning when suddenly this happens.
I'm about to tell brother to quit looking if you don't calm down. Calm down. There you go. Calm down.
All of a sudden, Lauren's hair is pulled by something. At first, Lauren thought that her cat had done this, but upon looking all around, she noticed that her cat wasn't there. As one would imagine, she was left beyond spooked. The activity in her home seems to be getting worse, and it seems that she isn't getting much help to solve this problem.
Hey!
What are your thoughts? Is Lauren being haunted by something? Or is something else going on here?
Ugh. Jenny,
An
calm
anonymous
down.
individual named Des had broken into a house that is said to be haunted. The residents of this place no longer live on the
Alright, one
property.
second, guys. I'll be right back. I have to go to the restroom. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't mean to click starting scene. Okay, let's get back to
As
this.
according to sources, they had gone missing. The husband and wife who lived here mysteriously disappeared. No one knows what happened to
Give me a
the
little
couple,
bag.
but it's rumored that something terrible occurred. It was after their disappearance, however, that a family member shared surveillance footage from inside the couple's
Okay, this is
house.
gonna be the last video
This
on
footage was taken from the couple's security
this
cameras,
video that I
and it
watched,
shows
and then I'm
things
gonna
that
switch over
occurred
to
before they
scary
went missing.
TikTok.
Overall, though,
Ow.
the footage is pretty creepy to say the least. Take a look at these clips and see what you think.
What happened there? Hold on.
Which is pretty creepy to say the least. Take a look at these clips and see what you think.
You almost see like a hand or something right about here. There it went. Saw it? It moved like right there. And then there was something up here. There goes the door. And there was something right there. It's like, and then went an orb from the pillow straight up. Okay. The fuck? Was that was a clown statue, and again there was either an orb or a dust particle in front of the camera. Alright.
Although pretty creepy, it wasn't scary enough to deter someone from breaking inside. An anonymous individual named S had seen the footage and decided to check out the property for himself. Little did he know, this was a bad idea. He breaks into the property by entering through a window on the second floor. He goes in and immediately feels uneasy. This is what he caught.
Why would someone break into a place? Why is it so fuzzy? Is that an apparition standing right there? What? Whatever. Leave her and let her tablet charge.
It is.
It's not charged. If it's at 5. There was just... What? I'm just seeing all the shadows and thinking it's something there. Can you go play? Go watch your brother play or something. Watch your brother play his game. I have a feeling if any of these fall off, it's going to be this big one right here. Or this one. Oh, one already fell off. What? Where did that one there fall off from? No, girls. What?
It was only after the mysterious knocking had stopped that the intruder looked to the side and saw what appeared to be a shadowy figure peeping from down the hall.
I didn't see the
It
figure. I
seemed to be
saw the
observing him before
glimpse
creeping away
of
from
the
sight.
light.
Not sure if he was just seeing things, he walks over to where the figure was seen.
That was a full
but
body
immediately
apparition.
finds nothing there. Now, it wasn't until posting this video that viewers had noticed something odd about the figure. After being spotted by the intruder, it moves in such a way that seems very unnatural. It almost appears to be floating, or even sliding away from view. Just like the surveillance footage from earlier, viewers find this video baffling. But there has yet to be more
That is
footage posted.
crazy.
Until then, we'll have to base our judgment on the evidence currently at hand. Doubtless, this video is pretty spooky.
Alright, I am going to swap from that one to this video. This is supposed to be the TikTok
Keep that question in
compilation.
mind because the two scary videos you're about to watch
It's a lot more
will
than two
definitely
videos,
make you
guys.
think about them. Take a look at the first one.
Guys, calm down. Okay, yeah, I saw the first two clips that are on here, but I'm gonna watch it for your sake. Or for the sake of the video. Because I don't want to skip around.
This kid was standing by the roadside, probably waiting for a taxi, when he just felt the need to stretch his legs by kicking some stones. Little did he know that he was being led away from a crash that would have most definitely claimed his life. Just imagine what would have happened if he stood there just a few more seconds while that car was obviously losing control. If you thought that guy had one hell of a guardian angel or
He had
whatever,
something.
then you need to see this next clip. Let's watch. While planning to take some stock down to the storeroom, this man was fortunate enough to take a step out of the elevator, just as the elevator's line burst. You could still sense the shock on his face as he tried explaining to others. Real life
That one is
guardian
scary as
angels, or the Grim Reaper
And
taking
no,
a well-deserved
I don't
day
believe
off.
that this whole video is about
Let us know
guardian
your
angels.
thoughts.
Just those that I know of.
We've all heard stories of poltergeist activity, where something invisible throws stuff across the room. But in this scary video uploaded by TikToker Moon Goddess Crystal, the
this is
poltergeist
right
goes
here
the
is
extra
where
mile, ramping
the
up
last
the
thing I
water
saw.
bill and engaging in kitchen renovations. The clip was originally sent to a paranormal investigator, and in all honesty, we can see why. Some of this creepy ass activity is so strong, you will even be able to sense it through your screen. Take a look.
Dr. Pussler, it's Marion. It's happening again. The water just came on. I'm hearing noises. My dogs are going crazy. Yes, I'm Paw. I'm hearing stuff in the kitchen, in the bedroom. I don't know what to do. Oh my god, the water just turned on. I'll call you right back.
See what you're not seeing. Notice how when she shuts off the water both times, you do not see the top of the handle of that sink.
My god,
Yes,
go
I do
away.
try to-
Leave us alone. Oh my god.
That's unexplainable.
Bella, come in here. Open the door.
Did you hear the terror in her voice? According to the comments,
Jeez.
she was on the phone to a paranormal investigator while this was happening. And boy, was that investigator having a field day with the activity they heard over the phone. The water tap turning on is one thing, but how the hell did the cupboards all burst open so abruptly? The activity is too much for one person to sneakily do on their own off
I can
camera
see
so quickly.
if
But the
Hey guys, I did go back a little bit because I wasn't sure where we left off.
something else
I had a
was
call
there
and
with
I
her,
completely forgot
and
to
they could
pause the video.
sense it. One commenter even
Alright, y'all,
suggested
calm
that they
down,
once lived in
please.
that same house 15 years ago and received hefty warnings that the place was haunted, to the point that they had to move out after experiencing it firsthand.
Number 28.
Abandoned, run-down houses have never been good news, especially not for TikTok user Abel3E and his close friend. His friend lives near a small abandoned shack at the end of a dark, overgrown alleyway, surrounded by a wire fence. But is the fence there to keep things out, or keep things in? The
That is
owner of the
age-old
property will not
question.
allow anyone to enter the area in order to capture footage of the creepy ass grounds. But it turns out, when you have access to a security camera, you don't need to find horrors. They come and find you.
Oh, look at that. It's like a little kid.
They capture what looks like a white shadowy figure of a little girl drifting past the camera. It seems as though she came out of the abandoned house. Some commenters have theorized that it could just be a firefly, but when we zoom
That's
in
not a
and watch the
firefly.
figure's movements, it is clearly
It's a
walking
child.
like a human being.
And it doesn't mean
It could just be a
because of the
small
shape of
child
the
playing in
thing,
the grass.
That
But
does not
why
make
would
it
a kid
a
be playing
little
out
girl.
on their own
'Cause
in the dark?
if you look back on
Why
what
does it
children,
look so
both boys
ghostly
and girls
and
wore
pale?
way back in the
Let
day,
us know what you
boys
think in the
wore
comment section
these
down
robes that
below.
were that length. So it could be a little boy. Hey, stop! Thank you.
TikTok user Abba Dark Wolf Crew has been experiencing
Alright,
violent
come
paranormal
here.
activity in his home for over 6 years.
Who's doing it?
It all began with
Someone knock
strange
it off.
noises
It has to be
echoing
you.
from his small wardrobe. He was probably expecting it to be a draft, not a sinister
Anna,
entity staring him
quit lying
down
for your
through the
brother.
crack of the door.
We talked about
And
this.
the footage that he's captured over the years just goes to show the blankets that you pulled over your head in the dead of night never protected you from anything. He reports vivid dreams of a grey man hurting him, but when he jolts himself awake, he soon realises that those deep purple marks covering him from head to toe are there in real life. One night, he was even choked by an unseen force and held against his bed. He awoke with a distinct handprint wrapped around his throat. And we can't explain what's going on with his teeth. If this entity is as powerful as it seems, it's only a matter of time before the entire family in the house is in severe danger. And it isn't just the humans getting abused. The decor is taking a bit of a beating as well. Things in the house seem to move with the intention of intimidation. The doors swing open and shut. Dolls move around on their own, because of course they do. The activity seems to take place around the early hours of the morning, and it shows no signs of letting up. He continually shows his hands to prove that he isn't pulling any strings, but we don't even doubt him at this point, especially not when there is no physical way for the objects to be moving the way that they are. Either someone is playing a very sneaky prank, or the house that Abba Dark Wolf Crew lives in doesn't actually belong to him. And whatever entity this is, it sure likes to have fun when the house is empty. Commenters are scrambling to ask how he lives like this, or whether he's considered cleansing the house, and his simple, rather upsetting response is that he's used to it.
What?
For 6 tiring years, he's
confused
experienced
on-
this torment. It's a part of the day-to-day schedule. His
What it was
defeated
pointing to
outlook
at the beginning.
might leave you feeling just as hopeless, but it doesn't stop there. He began recording some of the abandoned rooms in the house, and what he caught in there pretty thoroughly explains why nobody wants to go in
Can
there
y'all two
anymore.
stop?
Take a look.
Don't you just love that? It tells you take a look, you go to look. It's a freaking ad, man. There we go. It's like if someone's pulling on a little toy. They have a child spirit in the house. And before anyone is like, how do you know it's a child spirit? My 5-year-old baby Yoda. We have a child spirit in the house that loves pushing. Hey! That the baby Yoda sometimes will go off. No one's near it. No one at all is touching it. So that's why every time I see one of these videos of something messing with toys, I'm like, oh, they have a little child spirit on their hands. Which is exactly what it is. And then they're gonna move the toy off.
At first glance, that could easily be somebody hiding under the bed and pulling down on a string. But when the camera pans down, we can see there's a barrier there. Nobody could be hiding anywhere. So how is the spring moving like that? But this isn't the only clip of this entity at playtime. Take a look at this. Well, at least it's making use of the kids' unwanted Christmas gifts. When we get a closer look at the toy car itself, we can see there are no places for a string to be tied, and it doesn't seem to have a motor in to make it run on its own. So how did it zoom across the floor? The events only get more and more ludicrous as we watch. You're not even safe on the toilet in this house.
Mm-hmm. The fuck? Maybe that is a male spirit trying to go to the bathroom? I don't know what else exactly that there could be.
Seems like even the undead can't hold it in. And again, we can't think of any way this could have happened, aside from somebody standing there and flipping the seat up by hand. But there's nobody there, although the freakiest part was still yet to come.
That wasn't the freakiest part? What the hell was the freakiest part? A toy moving by itself. Let me guess. No batteries. Just open the battery compartment. I've seen stuff like this way too many times for it to be anything but no batteries. Watch. And there you go. No batteries.
No hay nada de pilas internas, como decía.
It should just be a video of a harmless toy, but there's no batteries inside, and it's functioning perfectly normally. What the hell is going on? Commenters were rightly a little suspicious, theorising that the toy could just have an internal battery that runs for show when it's on a shop shelf, but that was quickly debunked when the channel took to TikTok to show the full toy details on Amazon, confirming there's no internal battery at all. And that's not the only toy that springs to life in the dead of night.
Let's see. Oh, this one. Oh, too bright. Still a little too bright, so I'll just dim it down some.
Stop!
Yeah, that's good, but this is what I meant to turn down. There we go. Now I can see what I'm working with. That is a little whack-a-mole game.
Surely, there must be something within the inner workings of the toy that gives us a perfectly logical explanation as to why it's switching on. Or maybe not. The whole thing has been taken apart, and it's still switched on. There's nothing but wires and a circuit board there, so where is the power coming from? Either Abba Dark Wolf Crew is extremely handy with a screwdriver and some wires, or something is putting power into these toys from beyond this realm. Even the toy trucks are moving without any batteries in.
guess it was this one. What is that? Oh, an 18 wheeler.
Could this be a montage of the power spirits can hold, enough to transmit energy into anything? Could the violent grey man be moving on to the children in the house as well? Or is it just some very clever engineering? What do you think? Let us know in the comments.
I mean,
And while you're at
there's
it,
that many
don't forget
toys
to
going on
bump the
from
like
one
button
house.
and subscribe for
I
that
say
sweet,
they
spooky
have more than one
notification
spirit
every
in their
time we
house.
upload a new scary compilation.
Because it takes spirits a lot of energy to.
We all know some TikTokers create the odd
to do that
fake
many
ghost video
toys.
to bring more views to their other videos. But what happens when you find a video from someone who doesn't give a damn about TikTok? That's exactly what we found. A video uploaded by Kaylee2000. She's not your average TikToker fishing for internet fame. Nah, Kaylee only ever uploaded one single video, and that was just to ask about something that happened to her. Something she's having a hard time trying to explain. Take a look. It was as if someone, or something, was holding on to that part of her hair until she snatched it away from it. Static electricity wouldn't just affect that small piece of hair, and she couldn't be using a string either, because we can see her moving other parts of her hair over it. Plus, her eyes clearly showed that she's genuinely baffled. Judging by the number of reported poltergeist activity in hospitals and what we can see in this clip, the chances of it being actual paranormal activity caught on camera are pretty high. But what do you think about this one? Let us know
I
in
highly
the
believe
comments.
something could have been holding her hair. There's no doubt about that.
And what would be a scary
That's
compilation
happening
without the
live.
usual shadow weirdo rushing to do whatever shadow weirdos get up to?
Wait, what? Oh.
This creepy video uploaded by Wahid_PC on TikTok shows a baby being recorded by his parents when they catch a shadow figure running across the doorway. Unfortunately, there's little information about this place, but one thing's for sure, it's time to move out.
According to TikToker Zach, his house is haunted by an entity that seems utterly furious. Life isn't easy for his family, so to show the world what they're dealing with, they decided to install a security camera in the hallway where most of the activity happens.
There you go.
This is what they captured.
Alright, I can dim my light back to my purple light now. I had to take care of this situation. The fuck?
The emerging and sudden drop of that black towel seems incredibly unnatural, as so does the fact that it seems to be floating, but is that enough to say that the house is haunted yet? Let's see what else they captured.
You know, I would have spread that out a lot more than that. Girls, quiet.
Things are moving at will and getting thrown in the weirdest possible manner. If this is not paranormal, do you have any idea how can they be faking the ball floating the way it did, or the sugar spreading like there's someone blowing it? We can't see anyone close to it, and no sounds that could indicate a leaf blower used off camera. but the more we dig through this TikTok account, the weirder the activity gets.
The cat. Hmm?
Skeptics might assume all these clips to be just a clever hoax, but if that's you, please let us know how do you think these incredibly unnerving
How did
feats
that
are pulled
book
off. Can't wait to read your
bend
thoughts
like
in the
that?
comment
Like that
section.
right there. Like, okay, the top one could have had a string attached and someone could have pulled it from the
If
left
you thought
from the
glitches in the Matrix were
But how
just
did
in the
that second
movies,
book
think
pages
again,
bend the way they did?
because this incredible moment caught on camera will have you second guessing everything you walk past.
Let me turn this light off. I'm doing spooky stuff, so I'm gonna
Surprisingly, this isn't footage from a glitchy PlayStation 2 game, it's real life camera footage. No idea how anybody
What?
could edit this so smoothly,
Okay.
but if you have
Don't
any
lose 'em.
idea, let us know in the comments.
Go. Figure why not go red? Red's supposed to be spooky. Go!
Are we actually
Please,
gonna try to
thank
remove
you.
a magic well?
Wait.
Trying to warn me or something.
Really? About what? Well, maybe you give it a try. So fun.
Fun fact, having the store doors locked for the night is not enough to stop a poltergeist from doing their weekly shopping. In this particular case, the store assistant that opened up in the morning was in for a huge paranormal punch in the face when he realised the CCTV cameras caught this terrifying footage. Let's watch. Some commenters seem suspicious of the paper flying upwards towards a crack in the ceiling, but that still doesn't explain anything else that we see here. It's like someone or something is
What do you have?
running
Give me
through
that,
the
give
store
me that,
and
give me that.
trashing it for fun.
Did you just
While
spell
we
that
could
everything
assume
everywhere?
the shopping trolley to be pulled with a string, we
Better
still
not
can't
know.
explain how the hell
Leave
it
myself
makes a
alone.
turn. Two strings on each side pulled one after another, or just a poltergeist pissed off with the lack of discounts across the shelves. Let us know if you think this is real or
What?
fake in the comment section.
Go over there, Jenny.
Taking photos is a great way to capture memories, but for Lauren Combs, those pictures just captured what started a never-ending nightmare. She first noticed something strange when a landlord was taking photos of the newly installed windows. There's someone or something either reflected on the window
it's a
or
little
inside
girl.
the house. It looks like a doll, but she hates dolls and has none of them around the house. She tried to recreate it and inspect the area, but all she found were scratches in the window. And that surely doesn't explain the rest of the creepy activity she was about to capture in that house.
Luna,
come on.
A faulty doorbell, right? Either that or a mouse chewing on the doorbell cords. But why does it only happen when she is home alone? There's no one with her. Or is there? Something really doesn't like her choice of books. and it's especially terrifying when you look at which ones hit the ground. Mostly books to do with ghosts, which is creepy enough, but one book shook her more than the others. A book called 19 Minutes fell, which wouldn't mean anything unless you listened to what was said on the TV right after the books were pushed. Listen carefully. Did you hear it? Straight after the 19 Minutes book fell, the actor on live TV said the words, 19 minutes. Something isn't right here, and it looks like there's something else trying to get her dog's attention too.
Jenny, please stop. Okay guys, I haven't found any of the spooky yet. None of the spooky shit. But I'm gonna go and hop off for now.